Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Tighe with another video for you. And what you're looking at here is my Capcom CPSIII system that I picked up. There's a little story behind how I got it. There's a fellow collector who's a friend of mine online, and he lives out in Idaho. And he was putting up some pictures on an online forum of a warehouse raid he was doing. And in it, in the background, sitting in a box, was this Capcom CPSIII board. And I saw it in the photo, and I was like, well, can you ask him if it's for sale? And he checked the operator, and the operator said, yeah, it's for sale, but it's sold as is, which means it's probably not working. But I got it for nice and cheap, and he boxed it up and shipped it off to me. And I got it home, and I plugged it in, and of course it didn't work. But not only that, it was missing some components to it. It was missing the CD-ROM, the SCSI CD-ROM drive, and the actual disc that goes with it. The cartridge that was in it, the security cart, this is not the actual game itself, it's just the BIOS and a security decryption part to it, is a second impact. And the interesting thing about those second impact carts is that they don't suicide. If the battery goes dead, they don't go bad. But this system wasn't working, so I assumed that the problem was with the board itself. And so another friend of mine online, Brian Stallman, I sent him I saved up some money, and I sent him the board for him to take a look at, and he said, "Oh no, it's not the board that's not working. It's your security cart," which I thought was interesting. Some of the pins on the SH processor, I guess, had lifted, and that's why it wasn't working anymore. So while he was fixing it, I had him convert it to to put Darksoft's BIOS on it, which allows you to play every CPS3 game on one system. Right now, though, you can't play second impact. Well, you can, but it's buggy. It freezes up at a few points. So Darksoft is still working on that. But now I've got, and he also gave me a spare CD-ROM drive and the cables to hook it up, so I didn't have to go through the bother of actually picking one of those up. So yeah, so this is I mounted it on this plywood board here, because you got all these things here, and I want to be able to take it out and put it into a system, and I don't want to mount it into the cabinet permanently, because I have a Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet with a bunch of boards in it, so I want to be able to put this in, play it. When I'm done, take it out, hook up different games inside of it. So I did that, and if you see, I'm using the PCB feet. In my previous video, I hooked them up, so this is in there nice and secure. Everything's mounted really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into my cabinet now. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, I tried pausing my recording. I'm using my Samsung Galaxy S3 to record this video, so it allows you to pause, so I can avoid having to do editing after the fact. Hopefully this works out okay. So anyways, here we are. We're looking at the cabinet. I'm just going to lift up here so you can see. This is my Marvel vs. Capcom, and inside of it I've got 6 CPS2 boards, and I've got a CPS1 Street Fighter that I can put in it as well. Let's see, get that just right. So you can see when it boots up, it prompts you for what language you want to start the game up in. Not language, but what region you want to do. So why don't we just go with USA? You see it says Darksoft right there. Now, I've wanted this game for a very long time, but it was hard to find one for a decent price. They're very expensive. So it's great to have this now. Between everything, it ended up pretty cheap, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let me coin it up. Oh, I need 2, except for 2 credits right now. Welcome to the world of Now, I'm not the greatest player at this game, so I've not had a lot of time to play this other than on my Dreamcast. Much more of a Street Fighter II and Alpha player. Go for it.
fighters ready. Engage. You win. Yeah, I see. Are you ready? Go.
It's hard to not try to play like alpha on this game. And as for parrying, I haven't mastered that yet either. Yeah, I play Street Fighter Alpha way too much. I gotta play this a lot more.
You win. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
I love that you can choose the next guy you're gonna fight, because sometimes there's some characters you don't want to fight rather than fight somebody else. Oh man.
Are you ready? Go. Let's go.
I did it cancel. Oh man, uppercut too.
You lose.
Okay, so there's that. I'll show you the Darksoft menu too now. It says push P1 to Darksoft menu. Didn't go into it that time. I'm not sure which one they want me to press. Is it pressing both of them? No, I didn't do it. Let's try holding it. There we go. So in here, I'm not sure I don't know what you can do in this. I just got it and I haven't played around with it a lot. But as you can see, there's an option for flash memory. Maybe it's for erasing it or whatever, testing it maybe. disks and files, lets you see the files that are on the disk. Game boot, I guess, is supposed to go into the game after doing this, and rewrite is to put a whole different new game on the board, reading it from the CD. It takes like a half an hour or so. It's a long time with the CPS3 system, so I'm not really looking to do that right now. I want to play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. So I'll turn this volume down here. That Mortal Kombat 4 is really loud. So yeah, so that's that right there. Just wanted to add that Brian, thanks to him for fixing my board, actually fixing the security cart. If I'd known that, I could have just sent him the security cart, but that's all fine and dandy. If you have a CPS3 and you want to do some work on it, you can contact him at dbstallman, that's DBSTALLMAN, at hotmail.com. He's also on the KLOV forums with the username dbstallman. He's the one that did the conversion of the extra Street Fighter, Super Street Hyper Fighting, I'm sorry, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting to Ghouls and Ghosts. He does good work. He's really fast. He's a really nice guy. Great to deal with. Also, there's another person that can do these as well. It's Mitsugri something on the KLV forums. He's the one that did the conversion of my CPS2 Marvel vs. Capcom board that was actually in this cabinet originally, but the board had suicided, so I bought a different Marvel vs. Capcom, and then I had this suicided one sitting around and sent it to him, and he converted that to Super Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition, whatever it is, or Hyper Street Fighter 2 Anniversary. So they're both good guys. I use Brian because the board. I could use either of the guys. They're both really good guys. So I hate to pick one over the other. But Brian's the one that did this one. He did an awesome job. And thanks to Darksoft for making this possible. Otherwise, this board would be. Well, no, I guess it could have been used because the security card itself just needed to have the processor reaffixed in it. But anyways, it's all good. It's working great. I'm so happy to have Third Strike in my cabinet. It's a game I wanted for a long time. And that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comment section. I'm going to provide a link to Brian's email address if you want to email him and ask him any questions. I'll have some more arcade videos coming up. It's kind of I'm having some really bad back pain. I've hurt my back in some way, so my sleep is completely messed up now. Because mainly I only experience the severe back pain is when I'm lying in bed. So I don't even want to go to bed now. So it's not something I look forward to, is because it's just so painful lying down. Like right now I'm standing and I feel fine. But if I get into bed, and within a few hours, 30 minutes, it'll also be in pain. And it'll be extremely painful shortly after that. It just keeps getting worse. So I'm just hoping that gets better. I'm not exactly sure how I did it, but it sucks. So hopefully it will get better soon, because it's been about a week and a half now that I've been dealing with this, and it just keeps it escalates up. But I think it's starting to go back down a little bit now, so that's good. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, that's it for now. Oh, and now that the YouTube has switched over using Google Plus for the comments, initially I was really negative, and I didn't like it. I was upset about that, but it really has worked out great. So, if you leave comments, I'm going to see them a lot easier. I'm going to see them in Google Plus, and if you want, I'll put you in my circles and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's great. So it was really good that YouTube did that. At first, I was really down on it and negative, but now I see the benefits to it. All right, see you later.